What's up, Dunkers and Dunkettes? It's Wank Duncan, No Vision Duncan, and we're back with year 3 of the Washington Commanders Madden 22 realistic rebuild. If you tune in to part 2, we kind of overachieved. We made the playoffs, got a playoff victory with Carson Wentz at quarterback. Had an okay draft, saved our money in free agency, didn't really spend no money as we try to add on to this team, add on to this squad through the draft. And also, it is draft day. I can't wait for the draft to come on later tonight as I record this video. I think it's going to be just like probably the craziest offseason we ever had in history. I think it's probably going to be one of the most unpredictable and craziest drafts in history. I don't know who's going where. I did my final mock draft, and hopefully I get most of those right. Also, shout out and salute to one of my subscribers, Wilts Duncan. Yes, he has the same name as me, Duncan, but his is spelled with the A. Make sure y'all subscribe to him. It's Wilts Duncan, Wiltz, space, and then Duncan, not I-N like Wank Duncan. But Wilts Duncan, shout out to him. He's a big Eagles fan. Because I listened to my fans also, he requested that I show the Eagles stats at the end of the season. And I don't mind it. You know, we doing the Commanders. The Eagles are in our division. We do have former Eagles quarterback Carson Wentz as our QB1. So we'll check out the Eagles stats when we check out our stats towards the end of the regular season. But let's waste no more time. Let's go ahead and meet the squad before the preseason starts. As like I said, Carson Wentz, who's our quarterback one, got him in the trade just like real life. And he actually kind of led us to the playoffs. Now, he got hurt towards the end of the season. He missed the final 5 games of the season. So that's his stats, about 2,000 yards, almost 3,000 yards, 15 touchdowns, 3 picks. But he was playing great before the injury. He came back for the playoff game. We won the wild card, met up with Tampa Bay once again in the second round, and we came close to beating them. We lost by a touchdown. So I think he, even though besides the injury, he had a great season, so we're going to give him another shot. We got Cam Newton as our backup quarterback, and we signed this guy as a undrafted free agent quarterback just for the preseason. Antonio Gibson's probably been one of the most consistent players since we started this rebuild, especially on the offensive side. We brought in Royce Freeman as a backup running back in free agency, and then we got Jared Patterson still, and this guy Caleb Branch that we drafted last year. Fullback, we did draft one, Le'Veon Fitzgerald. In this past draft, I think we got him like in the 6th round. Hopefully, we'll be able to utilize him. Still got Seamus Reyes, former tight end, who we converted to fullback as our backup fullback. Then we got Scary Terry still at receiver, Curtis Samuel, who we thought about putting on the trade block. He's been averaging like 800 yards a season, only had like 3 touchdowns last season. But if you look at the savings, we saved about $10 million, plus De'Ami Brown, I think, outplayed him last season, and I kind of want to bump him up to wide receiver too. So we're actually going to put Curtis Samuel. Yeah, he's already on the trading block. Don't know if we're going to trade him. We was going to try to trade him before the draft, but we're going to keep him for now. But he is on the trading block. John Hurst still here, Dax Milne, and it's Justice Gray guy from the practice squad. Still got Logan Thomas, who's been balling. You know, that first season he had over 100 catches, but we did get his eventual replacement, Joel Dawson, in the draft, 21 years old, out of Louisville. So he will be our tight end of the future. We still got Ricky Seals-Jones, John Bates, even Cheeseman down here with that 35 overall. So we are good in the tight end room. DJ Humphreys, who we got in a trade. We traded Matt Ioannidis to the Cardinals. So he played great at tackle last season. We were able to re-sign him, our superstar draft pick from last season, left guard Taylor Oakley here at left guard, and then center Chase Roulier, and then our star right guard, who we got in the same draft as our superstar left guard, Alfred, with that star dev, but he has a better overall, replacing Brandon Scherf. Sam Cosme still here at right tackle. Got Chase Young, pairing him up with Montez Sweat still. Jonathan Allen and De'Aaron Payne. Now, I did hear some rumors about De'Aaron Payne that they could look to move on from him, but, you know, we're going to keep these two together in this rebuild. We brought in Austin Johnson to be like our 3rd defensive tackle. And then Stephen Fox, another superstar player that we got in the draft last season. Low overall, left side linebacker, really didn't play that much as he was our sub linebacker 3, but he's going to play a whole lot more this season, especially with that superstar dev trade. Hopefully he can still develop. We also brought in Marcus Golden to be his backup and kind of mentor him a little bit. And then Keyshawn Burch. I think he was our 1st round pick this year in the draft, just to complete our linebacker core. Stephen Fox, Burch, and Jaylen Davis, who we moved outside to right outside linebacker, better scheme fit over there, and then Burch on the inside. And we even got Khalid Hudson still. So I think we're good with our linebackers. Kendall Fuller at cornerback. Still got William Jackson here, who is kind of like Curtis Samuel. We save a lot of money if we trade him. With Benjamin St. Juste having a hell of a season last year, got robbed of the depth trade. I think he made the Pro Bowl. He had like 5 picks. So with St. Juste playing well, it would be easier to move on from William Jackson. So he's also kind of like on that trade block. But if we don't find a trade partner, we'll just keep him for now. Bobby McCain, who we're kind of forced to bring back because Wagner and this guy that we just drafted, Mitch Conway, ain't going to cut it. We could give them a shot. They can still compete for a starting job, but Bobby McCain's been consistent for us. So we're going to keep him on the roster for at least one more season. And then Cameron Curl, who was balling last season, I think he got hurt. Still got Derek Forrest, Joey Sly and Johnson still at kicker, and Trez Wade still at punter. So that is the squad going into year 3. And let's waste no more time. Let's go ahead and get on to the regular season, see if we can make the playoffs. Again, 2 years in a row. And most importantly, try to win the division. Take this division over from the Eagles. I'm sorry, Duncan, but we're trying to win the division. Take over the Eagles and then the Cowboys, who've been kind of dominating the division. You never can count the Giants out, as they always beat me in the regular season, and no matter what rebuild I do. So let's go ahead and simulate the next week. And you know what? I did say I was going to try to, go into these scenarios a little bit more. So let's see, talk to a veteran about mentoring your first round pick. As we do have trade offers down there, got to look at that. So Taylor Oakley, took him in the first round at superstar left guard. I think this is DJ Humphreys. He wants to mentor him. And I wish I would have looked at Oakley's stats just to see what he needed help on. Let's do run blocking. And we'll do run block finesse, because I think he's like a power guy. So DJ Humphrey, mentoring Taylor Oakley. I like that. So yeah, we're going to look into these scenarios a little bit more. And then we do have trade offers for Curtis Samuel and William Jackson. So Logan Ryan in a 7th-round pick, interdivisional trade. Don't even call me. Don't even call me, Giants. Y'all on the block list, along with the Eagles and the Cowboys. But the Jaguars for a 3rd-round pick, that is not that bad. We might look into that a little bit more. And then William Jackson, let's see what we got here for the offers. A 5th-round pick. So the Jaguars are interested in making a deal with us. And looking at their roster, let's see if they actually do need a receiver. I kind of don't want to help them out just because Urban Meyer is always winning coach of the year. And, man, y'all good, man. Y'all got this guy, 2nd year, Matt Manning. Y'all got Laviska Shenault, DJ Chark, but Curtis Samuel, I think, would be their number 1 receiver. We're going to keep him for now. We're going to keep William Jackson. Let's actually see if they need a cornerback, though. It doesn't really look like they need a receiver. I mean, they could use cornerback 3 if they want to move on from Rasul Douglas. Yeah. And they got Landon Collins, who we used to have on our team. But let's go ahead and simulate the next game. But I think we have competition at tight end. Not really. I think we're going to rock with Logan Thomas again for another season. We do have backup running back, though, with Patterson, Freeman, and Branch all competing for that running back 2 spot. So we'll just sub them in a little bit. Simulate this game against the Steelers. And we lose. Let's see how the 1st-round pick from last season, Oakley, is doing with DJ Humphreys mentoring him, teaching him up a little bit. Still has room to grow. And you're going to continue to work with him, so that's great. Hopefully Madden lets him keep his superstar dev trait. And then let's go ahead and sub these running backs out one more time. Let's put in Overstreet over Cam Newton. Let him get some playing time. Let's put Branch in this time with Freeman. Let's see, Samuel, De'Ami Brown, Milne. We'll put in the tight ends. We'll go with Dawson and Seals Jones. See how they do, and that should be everybody. Let's go ahead and simulate one more week. Hopefully we go 0-3. Y'all know that backwards. Good luck. We go 0-3, but we went 1-2. That's okay. And then let's see how Oakley's doing with DJ Humphreys again. He's coming along nice. and Oakley gets that extra XP. So I think, yeah, it's good to look into some of those scenarios. Sometimes you get extra XP. Sometimes you get some depth trade scenarios. Let's see if these trade offers have changed a little bit. 3rd and the 5th for the Patriots, and the Jaguars still calling our phone, not really picking up, just listening to their voicemail. Yeah, it's the Jaguars. So we're going to go ahead and look at the stats. Only got to cut 9 people. As Cam Newton, he'll be the backup quarterback. Overstreet can go on the practice squad. For backup running back, looks like it's going to be Patterson this season as he beats out Royce Freeman and Branch for that running back 2 spot. De'Ami Brown, hopefully he balls out in the regular season. The rookie Dawson, 7 catches, 100 yards. Got to find a way to utilize him. Might even start him over Thomas. Coker, backup tackle, giving up 5. That's bad. Same thing with Hubbard. I mean, they're backups. Not really worried about that. St. Jude's continuing his great season last season. Continuing that into the preseason. Our first round, Keyshawn Burch, 3 TFLs. Grant Sanders, backup right in that we drafted. 2 sacks. So he'll definitely make the team. Joey Sly had a field goal block. That's okay. So let's go ahead. Let's see if there's any, like, free agents hanging around. Because, like, usually week 3, the computer, they're cutting their people too. So you might see a couple of steals in free agency. As you see, Brady is still there, Antonio Brown. But, like, look, Rashard Penny is here. Cordero Patterson, Raheem Mostert, Gus Edwards, Chuba Hubbard. We could steal him from their practice squad, I guess. Kenneth Gainwell, Tariq Cohen. But I think we're going to go with the running backs that we got. I think Patterson earned the right to be, to have the opportunity to be backup running back. So I think Overstreet, Cam Newton totally outplayed him, so he'll go in the practice squad. I think we'll keep 2 fullbacks for right now. We'll keep all our receivers. Cheeseman always goes to the practice. Oh, he'll get released this year. We're going to keep our 4 tight ends. So I'm guessing Reyes can go to the practice squad because we have our new rookie fullback. And then we have a lot of right ends. So I think Tony Sanders will make the team. And then these other guys like Taylor, practice squad. Bunby can get cut. And then Floyd can go on the practice squad. We just have a lot of depth at right end, I guess. Defensive tackle, we're straight. Left outside linebacker, middle. Milo can go. Cornerbacks, we should be good. And then free safety and strong safety, we should be good as well. I think kicker, we can go ahead and release Brian Johnson as we're going to commit to Joey Sly. And then we got Trez Way, and that should be everybody. We do got to cut one more person. Who is that lucky person that will not make the team, possibly make the practice squad? It might have to be one of these free safeties, whether it's Mitch Conway or Wagner. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, it's going to be Conway or Wagner. What was Conway? Was he a 4th round pick? I kind of want him to make the team. Wagner, we drafted last year. Man, this is actually kind of hard. McMillan, I like his speed. I like Cam Lewis still. The only person I don't really care for is Ralph Parks, but he's even decent. I don't know who to cut. Because I still like John Bates. I like having these 4 tight ends. Could move him to the practice squad. I like Justice Gray. I guess Caleb Branch. We'll put him on the practice squad. And go at Freeman and Patterson. There we go. We'll do that. So let's go ahead and upgrade the team one more time. We'll keep Curtis Samuel and William Jackson on the trading block just in case if we get better offers by the trade deadline. Let's go ahead, adjust the lineup, reorder the depth chart, and get on with year 3 of the Commanders' realistic rebuild. Let's go ahead and manually go in, assign everybody to their right spots. As Carson Wentz is our QB1, hopefully he stays healthy. We got Patterson beating out Freeman for the backup running back spot. Fitzgerald, new fullback that we can utilize. Dawson, I guess, will play backup tight end. And then John Bates, Scary Terry Samuel, and De'Ami Brown, Hurst, Milne, Justice Gray. And then we're going to go with Logan Thomas and Dawson and Seals Jones. DJ Humphreys. Oakley, O-line should be straight. Don't have to look at that. Chase Young, Sweat, Tony Sanders, Allen, Mccain, Fox, Golden, Branch, Davis, Fuller, Jackson, St. Juice, Cam Lewis, McMillan. And I actually like Derek Forrest. Play a little bit more. McCain, Wagner, Conway. I'm going to put Conway here as our third strong safety. Special teams, we're going to go with cornerback Sharif McMillan and Gray because they're like extra guys on the depth chart. He's 5th corner. He's 6th receiver, followed by Milne, Conway, who's our 3rd free safety. They got De'Ami Brown here. And then punt return, I guess we can go with Milne. We can go with Curtis. Let's utilize Curtis Samuel a little bit too. Actually, that wouldn't be a good idea because he's on the trading block. Kickoff start will be Trez Way. Actually, let's go with Joey Sly. He has the bigger leg. And then let's go with Alford over Roulier. And then third down will be Gibson. Power back will be Gibson / Freeman, and Fitzgerald. Slot receiver will be De'Ami Brown this year with Samuel and Terry McLaurin. Chase Young on the left. On the right, Montez Sweat, Allen, Payne, and Johnson. Sub linebacker will be Jamin Davis, Fox, and then Burch, the rookie slot cornerback. They have Kendall Fuller. But St. Juice but we've been dead last in the league when it comes to our passing yards given up. So I don't know if we should. Yeah, we'll do. Fuck it, we'll do Kendall Fuller. We'll leave it like that just to see how that works out. Because we've had St. Juice the past couple of years and we've been 32. I mean, he had a lot of picks last season, but we were still last in the league when it came to passing yards given up. So let's go ahead and get on to the regular season. Our season goal. I'm gonna say we lost some people. And we really didn't sign any free agents. We just drafted. So I'm going to stay about the same 7, 8, 9 wins, sneak into the playoff type season. We got Carson Wentz trying to bounce back from that injury, which he did in the playoffs. And then let's go ahead and look at the top prospects for the next draft. Can't wait for the draft tonight. I'd love to see in the comments who y'all think is going, number 1 overall. Is it Trayvon Walker, Aiden Hutchinson? What do you think your team is going to do? My Seahawks, we better not fucking trade down. Just pick an impact player right there at pick 9. Don't try to second guess yourself. Don't try to overthink it and be smarter than, what you really are. And taking these players like L.J. Collier, even Rashad Penny, who's bouncing back now, and just draft a damn impact player at pick 9. But looking at these fake auto-generated players. You got 2 quarterbacks, a receiver, another quarterback. And let's get on with the regular season. Week 1, we are playing against the Jets, New York Football Jets. Let's see if we can beat them on the road. We're 83 overall, 84 defense, 83 offense, so we did get a little bit better. And let's go ahead and see if we can get a win against them. And we do, 24-7, dominating victory, especially for the defense. That was a good game. Only giving up 7 points. Rushing yards were about the same. We shut the passing game down. That's what we need to work on. Looks like Kendall Fuller in the slot is working out. We got 3 turnovers on them. We only turned the ball over once. Both teams weren't that great on third down. We did get a 4th down conversion. Cam Newton got in, threw a touchdown. Carson Wentz threw a touchdown and a pick. We only gave up 2 sacks. Picked off Zach Wilson 3 times. That's actually a good game for Patterson. averaging 4 yards per carry. De'Ami Brown, 4 catches, 76 yards. Looking for him to have a breakout season. John Hurst, our 4th receiver, with a touchdown. He had an outstanding preseason last season. 2 sacks for Quentin Williams for them, but Stephen Fox, our superstar left outside, 2nd-year linebacker with the sack, and then Jonathan Allen, and then our rookie middle linebacker, Keyshawn Burch with the pick, his first career pick. Kendall Fuller in the slot was a pick, and then Benjamin St. Juice continuing that great season that he had last season. And that was a great victory. Great way to start off year 3 as we go 1-0 on the road. Now we have the Buffalo Bills. We don't have any more trade offers. We get Golden back. We get Montez Sweat back. Let's just make sure Golden is our backup because Madden. CEC, even though Fox is a 70 overall, they were going to put him on the bench. And I would have been looking dumb at the end of the season like, where the hell is Fox? So on the rush left, where the hell is Chase Young? Do we have an injury? Why don't I see Chase Young on the roster? He's injured, but it doesn't tell me he's injured. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a ton of sense. That makes a lot of sense, huh? Didn't even tell me I had a new injury, but he's injured. So Montez Sweat will be rushing the left. Then on the right, I guess we can do Smith Williams. Just making sure that this is all correct. There we go, because they will mess it up, as y'all saw. Got the Bills, though. I mean, that's crazy. How long is he out for? Because they ain't even give me no injury report, and he's out 1 week, broken finger. He'll be back. Let's go ahead and see if we can get our win at home. Did I see Lamar Jackson on the Bills? I might be tripping. But we did lose a close game, 31-28, as we get Chase Young back from injury. And I could have sworn I saw a picture of Lamar Jackson as the quarterback. I'm going to be livid if he was the quarterback. But they shut our running game down. We passed it great. Both teams had a turnover. We were better on 3rd down. I would say that we kind of outplayed them a little bit. And they have Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen on the same team. Please put some damn trade logic, free agent logic, draft logic in the game. We did give up 5 sacks, though. Carson Wentz kind of outplayed him. 2 touchdowns for Gibson, even though we didn't have a lot of rushing yards. Royce Freeman had a touchdown. Logan Thomas went off. So did Curtis Samuel. 2 sacks given up for Sam Cosmi. A sack for Montez, Fuller, Allen, and a pick for Jaylen Davis. All 3 of my linebackers playing great as we get Chase Young back from injury. That broken finger that he had. He is back. Make sure that he is our rush left end. Yes, he is. Rush right. Got Montez. And they mess up my linebackers. Oh, that's left outside linebacker. I thought that was sub linebacker. Make sure my sub linebackers is all good. It is. Make sure the rush right in. Nope. Sweat. Chase Young. So first mock draft is out. Like I said, I finished my final mock draft for the real life draft tonight. They have us projected to take a wide receiver, 6'5", 234, Corey Tucker out of Wisconsin, and I don't hate it. A catching traffic, big body receiver, A carrying. I like it. Corey Tucker, another weapon, as we could be moving on from Curtis Samuel. I don't hate it. We have the Panthers. Seems like we play them every year. Ron Rivera, Cam Newton, Curtis Samuel all get their little revenge as we lose to them 20-17. Another game as we get trade offers for William Jackson. 4th and 7, 5th, 4th, 5th, 4th, 5th, 7. So it looked like his value is like going for a 5th. But we lost to the Panthers, though. Another field goal game, another close game, as we finally able to get the running game going, but we're just turning the ball over. I mean, this game is pretty even, could have went either way. We just didn't score any points in the 3rd quarter. Our running game needs to get going. It's been like the strength of our team these past 2 seasons for Antonio Gibson. But he's getting shut down a little bit this season. Sack for returning Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Cameron Curl, Jackson, and then Fuller killing it in the slot. Maybe we should have had him in the slot at corner because he's playing great from it. And let's see, looking at, we get Jonathan Allen, Tyson Alford back. Who the hell is Tyson Alford? That is our right guard. But now we have to play the 3-0 Cowboys on the road. Let's see if we can beat them. Probably not. If we lose another game by 3 points, that's 3 in a row that we lost by 3 points, all games that we could have won. As it was 14 all going into the fourth quarter, and they just outscored us. Our running game needs to get going. 2 turnovers. It's not like we're playing bad, but we just can't run the ball. Scary Terry, De'Ami Brown were great. Maybe we just need. We have a better fullback too. St. Juice was a pick. Maybe we need a better backup running back. Patterson seems to not be doing anything. We lost 3 in a row. We're having a lot of injuries. Let's see if actually. I know how this game works. Khaleke Hudson's out. They're going to put him back in, and they're probably going to have him as our sub linebacker 1. Told you. But let's go ahead and change our backup running back to Royce Freeman, who's playing a little bit better than Patterson. Gave Patterson a chance, and it's not working out. Let's see if that has any impact on the running game. See if we can beat the Dolphins, get off this 3-game losing streak where we're losing by a field goal every damn game. And look at that. We won by 8 points, 22-14. Hopefully Royce Freeman had a big game to justify my change. And look at that, 137 rushing yards. They only have 2 third-down conversions. Both teams had 2 fourth-down conversions. Somebody must have got a safety because we scored 5 points in the second quarter. 2 touchdowns, 1 pick for Carson Wentz. And look at that, Antonio Gibson's best game so far of the year by him. 20 carries, 90 yards, average 4.5. And then Royce Freeman averaged 4.8 on those 4 carries for 19 yards. So, yes, backup running back, I guess, was important. Logan Thomas had a touchdown, but he's starting kind of slow. We might be making a change at tight end soon. Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, Cameron Curl. I kind of want to say his name backwards. Cameron Curl. Right, as we have more trade offers, we're going to continue to look at them, especially the one for Curtis Samuel. Bye week is coming up. You got a 4th round for the Vikings, 3rd and a 7th for the Ravens. I don't even want to do any deals with them anymore. The Patriots, 3rd and a 7th. I'm thinking about that. 3rd and 7th, 3rd and 6th. Jaguars still calling our phone. The Eagles, got the Broncos, the Bills. Or I would say the Falcons, the Jaguars, because they keep calling us. The Patriots, not doing any deal with the Ravens, and my Vikings for a 4th. I don't think we're gonna deal them this year, as we have a TV game against the Giants. Both teams 2-3, fighting for 2nd place in the division. Eagles 0-5. Feel bad for you, Wilt. But let's go ahead and simulate this game going into a bye week next week where we'll look at the contracts. We'll see if we want to do any trades and look at that 28-14 as we go on a 2-game winning streak ever since making a change at running back 2. We outrushed them. Yep, so Royce Freeman making a big impact. They had 3 4th-down conversions and still lost. Kyle Allen, who used to play for us. Antonio Gibson, 119 yards and a touchdown. Royce Freeman, touchdown, average 0.8, but had a touchdown. Logan Thomas played great. Terry McLaurin, Antonio Gibson. And I think I am going to make a change at tight end. He's not having those big games that he was having like year 1 and 2. He is getting a little bit older and regressing. And we have a rookie That's going to be our future tight end. So bye week, 2-game winning streak. We're 3-3. Second in the division behind the 6-0 undefeated Cowgirls. Let's go ahead and look at these trade offers one more time because the trading deadline is coming up. I do see some third rounders, 2025, 2024, 2024. There's a fourth rounder and a sixth for the Jets. A third from the Patriots. Not doing a deal with the Ravens, but we're 3-3. Why tank now? Let's go ahead and just keep them as we get Denzel Good and Grant Sanders back from injury. I know they're going to put him in as a rush right in over Montez Sweat and Chase Young because that's what Madden likes to do, and they actually didn't do it, so I apologize. But let's go ahead and upgrade the team. As Burch, let's see if he's been revealed yet. We're going to try to make him a scheme fit. And he has not been revealed yet, and I think he was the only hidden dev trait that we had. And let's take a look at the contracts. And at Kendall Fuller, we're going to wait to see how he plays. But Montez Sweat, we will definitely give a 4-year deal. He wants more salary. We'll give it to him. Antonio Gibson, like I said, has been the most consistent player on this team for us. So let's go ahead and give him 25.5. Bring him back. Curl, I like how he's been playing. He's going to get a new deal. Hopefully he takes that. And he does. He buys in. Curtis Samuel, like I said, might not be here. Same thing with Landon Jackson, Slide, Ricky Seals-Jones, all these other guys will wait. We're going to come back with Montez Sweat, and then Fuller will wait to see how he performs towards the end of the season. And let's go ahead and advance to next week against the LA Rams. As mock draft 2 is out, and they have us projected to take a defensive tackle this time, Leon Harbor. Looks like a good player. Don't need a D lineman. So I actually don't like it. I like the player. I just don't like the mock. So this must be a new one discussing facing an opponent streaking X factor. Must be Aaron Donald. Let's see what this looks like. We haven't looked at it yet. It's Jaylen Ramsey. So a whole Jaylen Ramsey without an interception or a forced fumble. So I don't know what this does. Might just give your team like more staff points or XP. We do have a breakout player scenario, though, and it is Antonio Gibson. Just got a new contract. Let's see if we can get him the superstar dev. And then I think we need to we're going to make a change at tight end. Logan Thomas will get tight end 2 reps. Still the team captain. Still played great for us. And then Joel Dawson, I'm going to see what he can do. Get him in a little bit. And then we have a contract that we need to come back to. We're going to wait on Kendall Fuller, but we do want to negotiate with Montez Sweat. He wants more salary. We'll bump this up to 6. And we might as well just make this even 50 mil. Boom. Got it done. And then we'll wait on Kendall Fuller. And let's go ahead and upgrade the players one more time and beat the Rams to go 4-3, to go on a 3-game winning streak. And I'm glad we didn't trade Curtis Samuel to the Patriots because it looks like we're playing them next week on TV. Don't want to help them out in any way. Let's go ahead and get this dub, man. And we do 30-27. We are on a 3-game winning streak. I finally win some games after a bye week. As y'all see, Madden's been screwing me over when it comes to bye weeks. We just go on a crazy losing streak every damn time. We shut their running game down. Shut them down. No turnovers. Offense was great. Defense was okay. We did give up 5 sacks, though, and 3 touchdowns to Matt Stafford. Running game was not great. Cooper Kupp destroyed us, but De'Ami Brown had a breakout game. John Hurst had a breakout game. And look at that, the rookie tight end Joel Dawson. First start, 6 catches, 67 yards, touchdown. He is our tight end 1 going forward. Sam Cosmi giving up some sacks. Montez Sweat and Chase Young, both with a sack and a half. Cameron Curl with a pick. Sly made a 57-yarder who was 5-6. It doesn't look like Jaylen Ramsey had a forced fumble or a pick. So let's see what this little scenario thing is talking about. So I just gave a staff point. So not going to click into that ever again. Let's go ahead and see what we did with Antonio Gibson. I don't think he missed it. I don't think he hit it. Yeah, he missed it. That's okay. Because we won the game at the end of the day. But we have two breakout player scenarios. One is Montez Sweat, who we already paid. So that would be great if he does go at superstar dev. We're paying him as a star, not a superstar. He would have asked for more money if he was superstar dev, and we still had to negotiate with him. And then this other one is De'Ami Brown. So trying to get De'Ami Brown to, superstar? I think he's already a star. And getting Scary Terry back from injury and Chase Roulier back from injury. And you know what? I think we're going to put De'Ami Brown as wide receiver 2. He's just outplaying Curtis Samuel. And let's go ahead and simulate against the Patriots. Both teams 4-3. We're on the road, TV game, prime time, and we win again, 31-24. We're on a 4-game winning streak. Close games too. Close games. We ran the ball, passed the ball, not so great, but no turnovers. That's what we need to do. No turnovers and run the football. As Mac Jones turned the ball over twice. 3 touchdowns for Antonio Gibson. Why couldn't you do that shit last week? You would have been a superstar dev. Royce Freeman had a touchdown. Still not getting any production, though, from, wide receiver, running back 2. Curtis Samuel, John Hurst, why is he getting in so much? Dawson. Terry McLaurin is just getting injured. Payne, St. Juice, Allen, 2 picks for Bobby McCain. Joey Sly had a field goal blocked. Didn't really check to see if we hit those dev traits with De'Ami Brown. And I forgot the other one. But let's see. So, don't remember who that was, but they didn't get it done. And Montez Sweat didn't get it done. So that's okay. We don't hit on the dev traits, but we keep on winning. Now it's my Seattle Seahawks as we get Terry McLaurin back from injury again, 2nd week in a row. He's been getting injured. Slot receiver is De'Ami Brown. McLaurin. Actually, let's make him 2nd slot. Wish they would just stop fucking with my depth chart, man. Leave it alone. They need to have an option where you can just set it to where the computer does not mess with your depth chart once you set it. It is set. When guys come back from injury, it's set the way you had it originally. If the Cowboys are 9-0, let's go ahead and beat the Seahawks. Another TV game. Made the playoffs last year. Now they want to see us on TV, and we keep on winning. 20-13, looking to get back to the playoffs. Monday night football game. We're running the ball, passing the ball. We shut their passing game down. No turnovers. That's the key. No turnovers, Carson Wentz. Antonio Gibson, 74 yards. 2 touchdowns for the tight end, rookie tight end, Joel Dawson. Sack for Chase Young. A pick for Kendall Fuller. Bobby McCain. Bobby McCain has been the most consistent player on this defense. He's been low-key the MVP. And it's crazy because I kind of want to get younger at that position, but he keeps playing great. I'm going to keep giving him contracts. And now we're playing the Eagles, who are last in the division. Let's go ahead and see if we can keep our winning streak against them. Wouldn't it be something for them to end our little winning streak that we got going? And and I called it. They do it by a point. 25-24. Close game. We were at home. Even game. They just had 2 4th-down conversions, so they were more aggressive than us. Jalen Hurts, Carson Wentz both played great, but it seems like I can never beat Philly now that we have Carson Wentz. Actually, I think we did beat them. We had lost to the Colts that one time. So Curtis Samuel went off. Dawson with another touchdown. Sam Cosby giving up sacks. 2 sacks for Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Allen, Stephen Fox. And we're still in a good position. 6-4. Another breakout player scenario. Cowboys are running away with the division. Jonathan Allen. Let's go. I think he can hit that. But Cowboys running away with division. Giants and Eagles right behind us. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat. This is an important game. Playoff implications. They're 7-3. They're in the NFC, and we beat them 24-13. They should have Matt Ioannidis still, as we have DJ Humphreys. So a revenge game for them. As we shut their running game down, shut their passing game down, it was just a defensive showing for us. Defensive showing for us. 3 touchdowns, no picks for Carson Wentz. O-line did give up 4 sacks, though. Receiving, Terry McLaurin, 100 yards. De'Ami Brown, Dawson. We got some weapons. Curtis Samuel, even balling now. Of course, he would do that in the contract year. Was that DJ Humphreys giving up 2 sacks? Are you still playing for the Cardinals, my boy? Gave up 2 damn sacks. Not even trying. Not even trying to block. De'Aaron Payne, pick for Benjamin St. Juste. Our secondary is getting turnovers, and I love it. And we are sitting pretty at 7-4. 7-4 in year 3. Breakout player scenario. And we just can't hit for dev trades for nothing, man. Save our lives. We can't hit on it for nothing. As we are in the playoff race. Let's see. 6-5 Green Bay Packers on the road. See if we can beat them. Cowboys 11-1, and we beat them. Upset. I love this football team, man. No pun intended, but I love this football team right now. They outrushed us. They outpassed us. No turnovers. They had more yards than us. Excuse me. More third down conversions. They even had a 2-point conversion. They were better than us in the red zone. And we still won. We were up 21-11 going into the fourth quarter. So getting that big lead, that cushion, not giving up sacks, not as many as them. Gibson, kind of a down year so far for him. Who the hell is Juwann Winfrey? Don't even know him. But he had 8 catches, 135 yards. But De'Ami Brown continuing his breakout season. Our rookie tight end, Curtis Samuel, was starting to turn up now. Now that we benched him or made him our wide receiver 3. Chase Young, 3 sacks. Jamie Davis, Marcus Golden. Inside the 20 twice for Trez Way. And the Commanders in year 3 continuing to get better. Are 8-4. I think we had 10, 11 wins. And look at that. William Jackson, broken collar, gone for the rest of the season. We'll be back if we make the playoffs, which we should. But look at that. Probably should have traded his ass. If I known he was going to break his damn collarbone. Kendall Fuller, St. Juste for us. Yep. So at cornerback, we're going to be looking kind of weak. But what we can do is Forrest can play a little bit of corner. So we're going to put him in a little bit. And there we go. That's why we have 3 safeties. Let's go ahead and beat the Giants. And we lose some. Did I get swept by the Giants, bro? Did I just get swept by the Giants? No, we split with them. That's okay. But I told you the Giants always fucking beat me. Let's see, 14 all going into the fourth quarter. They outscored us. They outrushed us. We outpassed them. We just had the turnover that probably costed us the game. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick for Carson Wentz. Barkley had a great game. They had 3 rushing touchdowns against us. Joel Dawson, man. I love it. We have just straight up bullied Andrew Thomas with Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, Chase Young, Joey Sly missing the field goal. We probably still would have lost the game. But, I mean, 8-5, okay record. That was my goal, 7, 8 to 9 wins, sneak into the playoffs. And now we're starting to come down with these injuries. And now it's Curtis Samuel. Would you look at that? The 2 fucking guys that I have on the trading block both broke their collarbone. I'll take that L. I should have traded him. But now we have De'Ami Brown will get even more targets, as he already was. John Hurst, who's been playing great. Dax Milne will get in a little bit. Logan Thomas will get more reps at, tight end 2. So, I mean, it's going to work out for us. It'll work out for us. But we need to definitely win this game to get the 9 wins. Because I feel like we're going to melt down now. Montez Sweat with them 3 sacks, 5 tackles gets player of the week. Let's go ahead and simulate this game. We need this to go to 9-5. Here comes the meltdown. 24-14. They're hitting me with these damn injuries. 2-game losing streak. We got 2 division games coming up. We can't run the ball all of a sudden. Now we're turning the ball over and getting outplayed. Can't stop the rushing touchdowns. Scary Terry getting more targets. That's great and all, but now we don't have a wide receiver 3 to throw it to. And you know what was crazy is it really sucks for them. We didn't extend their contracts. We had them on the trading block. Didn't trade them. Both, I mean, Curtis Samuel was playing great towards, that little stint. But now they go down with injury. We're definitely not re-signing them. And it's definitely too late to trade them. So it's like both sides, it didn't work out. And let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Eagles. Don't get swept by them. And we get swept by them, 27-20. Carson Wentz still playing for Philly. 3-game losing streak. On the verge of making the playoffs. And probably going to lose to the Cowboys. And then we got the 49ers. We finish the season off. We lose by a touchdown. This is crazy. This is crazy. Gibson definitely having a down year. Definitely need to address running back 2 next season. Burch gets a sack. Fuller with the pick. I think Fuller's done enough to earn a new contract because I'm scared that he might not accept it and we have to franchise tag him or possibly lose him in free agency. So I think what I'm going to do is 14-1 Cowboys. You can go ahead and give us that L right now. I'm willing to give him a 2-year deal. And let's make this $32 million. Boom, we get them back. Fortunately for Curtis Samuel and William Jackson, we will not be extending their contracts, especially with them injuries. Let's go ahead and get Marcus Golden back. Make sure he is the backup. Make sure he's not in on the sub linebacker. Okay. TV game, 8-7, trying to make the playoffs. See if we can beat them. This is an important game, so we're going to upgrade the team. As I want to see if Burch has been revealed. Trying to make him a scheme fit. And I think he's going to be star. Yeah, he is star. Dawson, I think, was normal. Let's try to make him a scheme fit. Yeah, he's actually normal, Dev. Same thing with the fullback. But this is an important game. Division game. See if we can beat them. I think we were the only team to beat them. I think we were the only team to give them their first loss. No, they beat us. I got bad memory right now. Short-term memory loss. But let's see if we can beat them, though. Please don't melt down. I can't believe we're about to melt down. Sitting at 8-5. In great position to make it back to the playoffs. And we're about to do this. We are about to melt down. Now, hopefully the NFC is just having a terrible year. Let's check out the standings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at that first team out. That is crazy, man. We just need to get a victory over the 49ers. Breakout player scenario for the last game of the season. It is Benjamin St. Juice. Trying to get him to start, Dev. Think we need the Falcons to win. And let's just go ahead and simulate. We're not going to win. Even if we do, we're probably not going to make the playoffs. As we do win. And would you look at that? We make the playoffs. We had to win to have a possibility to get in. We get the dub by 1 point. And then the team that we have to play in the wild card is the team that we just beat to make it to the playoffs. What a storyline. What a storyline. Let's go ahead and see if St. Juice hit the depth trait. We failed all season, and once again, we fail again. But that's okay. I'd rather take a playoff appearance over a depth trait any day of the season. We come in second place in the division. Eagles dead last. I'm sorry, Duncan. Giants third place at 7-10 also. But at the end of the day, 9-8 made the playoffs 2 straight seasons in a row. Looking at our rankings. 21 in points per game, 15 in passing yards per game, 22 in rushing yards per game. But look at the defense. The defense heavily improved. Number 6, defensive points per game. This is the big one. We went from dead last at 32, 2 years in a row, to 11. So great idea bringing back Bobby McCain. We extended Kendall Fuller. St. Juice has been developing. And then we were number 9 when it came to rushing yards per game. Let's go ahead and upgrade the team real quick before we look at the stats. Also going to check out the Eagles stats for my subscriber, Wilts Duncan, with an A. And looking at the top performers, passing leaders Baker, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, Joe Mixon, Antonio Brown, Amari Cooper, Mike Evans, TJ Watt, Von Miller, Brian Burns, Levante David, DJ Reed, Stephon Gilmore, Raquan Smith, Josh Rivers, whoever that is, and then Miles Jack. Looking at our stats, 19th offensive yards, Carson Wentz, 4,300, 30 passing touchdowns. Yes, sir. Ski. Yes, sir. 10 in defensive yards. 20 to Gibson's down season, still 1,000 yards. Same thing with Scary Terry, 1,000 yards. So it looks like our offense had a great season. Look at that. Carson Wentz balling. 4,300 yards, 30 touchdowns, 9 picks. I'll take it. 38 stats. I'll take it. 1,000 yards, average 4 on a down year for him. He still averaged 4 yards per carry, 9 touchdowns, only 1 fumble. Longest was a 67-yard rush. Carson had a touchdown, 5 touchdowns, 5 quiet ones for Royce Freeman. But we definitely need to address backup running back. Receiver, 1,000 yards for Terry McLaurin. Almost 1,000 for De'Ami Brown. Great season for him. Curtis Samuel went down with that injury. And then look at the 2 tight ends. I mean, Logan Thomas wasn't doing what he usually does, so we made the change. And look at that, 8 touchdowns. He started at week 8. 8 touchdowns. Almost 600 yards and 55 catches. 2 touchdowns for Hurst. He was great as wide receiver 4. Whenever he had to come in, he did his thing. DJ Humphreys, though, was still playing for the damn Cardinals. Sam Cosby, I don't know what's going on. He's supposed to be getting better, not getting worse. Chase Roulier was just a down year from the O-line. But when it came down to the 2 young ones, Alford and Oakley were our best linemen. Stephen Fox, our superstar left-side linebacker, led the team in tackles, followed by Jamin Davis, Cameron Curl, Kendall Fuller with 4 picks, Chase Young, 11.5, 3 for St. Juice. I think he had, 5 last season? Yep, and then 3 this year. So he's just a ball hawk. 7, 20 TFLs for Jonathan Allen. 3 picks once again for Bobby McCain. Keyshawn Burch, 60, 4 TFLs, a sack, and a pick. Okay for a rookie. And then Montez Sweat had a great year. William Jackson did not. He was hurt. Glad I didn't re-sign him. So looking at the sacks, Chase Young, Montez Sweat. Jonathan Allen was just a beast. 4 picks for Kendall Fuller, St. Juice. Looking at the forced fumbles, Keyshawn Burch and Stephen Fox, the young linebackers. Looking at a block, we had Chase Young and James Smith-Williams, both left ends. We had a safety for De'Aaron Payne. We had 2 defensive touchdowns, Kendall Fuller and St. Juice. Kicking, we did have an extra pointer that was blocked and a field goal that was blocked. So he missed 3 overall, but really only 2. So great year for Joey Sly. Tresway inside the 20-10 times, long as 73, did average 53.2. Great year for him. And then no special team touchdowns. Yearly awards, MVP, Dak Prescott in our division. Coach of the year. Oh, actually, let me go back. I forgot. We're doing the Eagles stats in this video. 4,000 yards for Jalen Hurts. 15 picks, 25 touchdowns. They got sacked 48 times, almost 50. Rushing, Miles Sanders, 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. A fumble. Longest was a 12. Their longest rush of the season was 12 yards. And their backup running back, 3 touchdowns. Hurts 3. Another backup running back, 3. Fullback had 1. No 1,000-yard receiver, but Devontae Smith, 2 yards short, 4 touchdowns. Dallas Goedert, 75 catches, 884 yards, 4 touchdowns. Jacoby Myers now on the Eagles, 8 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns for Quez Watkins, 400 yards, and 2 for Miles Sanders. Some guy named Burrow with 1. And their running back with 1. O-line, Jordan Mailata was terrible. 19 sacks allowed. Landon Jackson from the guard was bad. Lane Johnson was okay. Brandon Brooks was okay. And Jason Kelsey must have retired. Some guy named Chuck Knight led the team in tackles at cornerback. Then Devondre Campbell, T.J. Edwards, looking at their TFLs, 19 for J.J. Watt, 14 for Hargrave. And then sacks, J.J. Watt, Charles Harris, Josh Sweat, Devondre Campbell, T.J. Edwards, Javon Hargrave. Picks, 3 for T.J. Edwards, and then 2 for Avonte Madison, a bunch of 1s. And then looking at the field goals, some guy named Logan Moreau, they must have drafted. He missed 5, 2 were blocked, so he really only missed 3. So I guess that's a great year for him. He did miss 2 extra pointers, though. And the punter was he was okay. He was good. And no special teams touchdowns for them. But going back to the yearly awards, Dak and Mike McCarthy, we should be up there for Coach of the Year. That's a crime that we're not up there. Looking at NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Dak Prescott. Carson Wentz at 8. Defensive Player of the Year, Brian Burns. Offensive Player of the Year, Paul Hood of the Packers. Joel Dawson, our tight end, at number 2. If we would have started him from the get-go, bet you he would have won Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Josh Rivers for the Seahawks. And we had our middle linebacker, Burch, at 7. Best QB, Dak Prescott. Carson Wentz at 7. Running back, Christian McCaffrey. No Antonio Gibson. Receiver, Amari Cooper. Cowboys just taking all the awards. Offensive line, Zach Martin. Brian Burns, D-line. We had Chase Young and Montez Sweat at 8. And Jonathan Allen at number 10. Linebacker, Von Miller. DB, DJ Reed. Kendall Fuller at number 3. Kicker, Cairo Santos. Joey Sly at number 4. So the same team that we just beat at the end of the season finale, to get to the playoffs, we have to play them again. So let's see if we can knock them off one more time, advance back to the second round of the playoffs, and they beat us this time. 24-10. I know we had some injuries. We were the 7th seed. We just couldn't run the ball. We couldn't pass it. 2 turnovers from both teams. We weren't great on third down. And we got shut out the second half. 7 damn sacks allowed. And it wasn't all Carson. I mean, I know he threw for only 181, 2 picks. But, look, he was 20 of 29. He was efficient. He just got hit too many times. We couldn't run the ball. Debo, 2 touchdowns against the De'Ami Brown. I love him. Oakley, a superstar guard, gave up 2, but Chase Young was great. And that was it. Austin Johnson, Bobby McCain, Curl, the safeties got some pick. Joey fucking Sly. I know one was blocked, but goddamn. So another playoff appearance. So that's something we could take from that as we go into the off season. I'm still feeling great about this football team. Commanders is a good football team. Let's go ahead and see if we have any Pro Bowlers. We should, as the Cowboys Chiefs typical Super Bowl. Let's go ahead and see if Carson Wentz. Ooh, snubbed, robbed. Jordan Mailata, 19 sacks allowed, and he's in. Might as well put DJ Humphreys in there for us. Gave up less. I'm going to be Montez Sweat, I would say, snubbed. Jonathan Allen deserves to be here. Okay, he is. Ioannidis, look at that. We should have kept him. But Jonathan Allen, that makes 1 for us. Kendall Fuller, or is that Kyle Fuller? I'm guessing it's Kendall. Kendall Fuller makes 2 for us. Curl makes 3 for us. Didn't expect him to make it. So 3 Pro Bowlers. All defense. Fuller, Curl, Allen. Let's see if we have any depth trade upgrades, and let's go Chiefs, who don't want the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl because they are in our division, and we're going to have to compete with them. Let's see. I think Carson. Oh, come on, man. Carson Wentz deserved to go up depth trade. Nobody else went up. And then on the defensive side, Jonathan Allen did go up to X Factor. Kendall Fuller went up to Superstar. Burch, came out 2 stars. So we get an X Factor and a Superstar on defense. And I'm glad we were able to pay Kendall Fuller while he was a star. But hopefully they don't rob me of a depth trade. And Chiefs, thank you. Beat the Cowgirls in the Super Bowl 31-17. Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl MVP. But Dak was the NFL MVP. Mike McCarthy, Coach of the Year. Dak Prescott, and then T.J. Watt, and then Offensive Rookie of the Year was the Ravens rookie quarterback replacing Lamar Jackson, Charleston Young, and then the Seahawks been the linebacker, as we saw, won Defensive Rookie of the Year, Josh Rivers. Let's go ahead and simulate to the re-sign period, as I think we got everybody that we wanted back. Let's check out the mock draft 3. Let's check out the retirements. Let's check out free agency. Let's check out the draft. Mock draft 3. Let's see. I like that receiver. It was a white boy, 6'5". Look at this, all quarterbacks. But it was Corey Tucker. We might have to trade up for him, as they have the Giants. And you know what? That would make a lot of sense. We trade up for him, trade up to here. Oh, man, the Eagles. We have to probably trade up with the Seahawks, jump in front of the Eagles and the Giants, and take Corey Tucker. But let's see who they have us taking. They have us taking a receiver down here, Dwayne Sims. Now, if he's better, we'll stay put here. I see that D catching traffic. I don't like that. I see a short route, so he's a slot guy. So I actually like the other receiver better, the big body guy. And there's another receiver here, Jonathan Martin, 6 foot, D catching traffic, also a ball carrier vision. So I like. Let's see, B catching. A spectacular catch. There are some other receiver options here that we probably don't necessarily have to trade up for. How you got A catching, A break tackle, B, but then F deep route. So, yeah, I like that receiver. I think we are going to trade up for him with the Seahawks and jump the Eagles and the Giants. Just jump in front of their asses. Cut them in line. Let's go ahead and check out retirements. As Antonio Brown won a Super Bowl with the Chiefs, his second. We do lose Cam Newton, and we do lose Logan Thomas. So it was perfect timing that we took a tight end in the draft. I think it was in the 2nd round. Started him halfway to the season. As you saw, Logan Thomas wasn't performing like himself, and he ended up retiring, and it's okay. It's okay. Couldn't win him a Super Bowl, but we got his replacement at the right time, got some starting reps, and he's ready to go into next year as our tight end 1. See, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Looking at the contracts that William Jackson we're going to let go. Same thing with Curtis Samuel. As William Jackson lost his star dev, Curtis Samuel keeps his. Joey Sly had a great, he had a great season. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. I usually don't sign the kickers right here. We got a lot of tight ends. Ricky Seals-Jones can finally go. Khalid Hudson can go try to start somewhere else. Patterson didn't do nothing with his opportunity to be tight end or to be running back 2. Royce Freeman. Yeah. Bobby McCain, though. He's been playing great for us. He is regressing, though. Look at this. 3 picks every damn season. Tackles went down a little bit, but he's been outstanding for us. Whether he's a backup or whatever, I'm willing to pay him this. He wants to play for a new team. Kiss my ass. You're not that good anymore when it comes to your overall. Good. I mean, I wouldn't mind bringing him back as a backup. Did he give up any sacks? Gave up only 1. I'll bring him back. He wants to. Okay. All you guys that suck when it comes to overall, go ahead. Bet on yourself. Free agency. Go ahead. Hurst, definitely going to give a new contract to. Played great as our wide receiver 4. Could be wide receiver 3 next year. And then Sneak Charles. probably can walk. Milne can probably walk. All these guys can go as we get Hurst back. Got some money to spend. Looking at the rosters, see what we need. Do need a backup quarterback. Carson Wentz should be a start day. He's playing okay, though. He's playing okay. We do need a backup running back. I think we can move Reyes back to tight end. So we definitely need wide receiver 3. Could give Hurst a shot. Oakley is still a superstar. Glad he's not being robbed. Roulier, still decent, but gave up a lot of sacks from the center. Sam Cosby's going into a contract year. Montez Sweat, still a star. Did they let Allen keep his superstar X Factor? They actually did. But look at that. They robbed Stephen Fox of what the from superstar. I'm okay with him getting bumped down to normal, but you knock his ass all the way down to normal. Get out of here, bro. He led the team in tackles. Burch, still a star. Jaylen Davis, still a star. Man. Fuller, they let him keep his superstar dev. That's great. That is great. And St. Jude. So we actually do need corner and possibly free safety. So secondary help. We need secondary help, backup running back help, receiver. We're going to look in the draft. Lamar Jackson, kiss my ass. Michael Pittman. Look at that, quarterbacks. Running backs. I mean, A.J. Dillon's there. Zach Moss. Still feel like we can look in the draft for somebody. I think it would be smart, though, to sign one of these guys just to have some depth. Only one that fits the scheme is Darrell Williams. We could get like a Chuba Hubbard. Had the chance to steal him from the Panthers in the preseason. I think we'll look in the draft, though. Looking at receivers, Tyler Boyd is here. Steal him away from the Giants. No, I think what we're going to do is, and Curtis Samuel's actually getting a deal from the Raiders, we're going to trade up for that receiver in the draft. Looking at tight ends, we're going to rock with Bates as our tight end 2. We got our O-line set. Got our D-line set. I can't believe they knocked Fox down. It was so stupid. Leonard Floyd, nah. Malik Jefferson, blah, 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 blah. We got our linebackers. We do need corner. I don't want Stephon Gilmore. I don't want Chidobe Awuzie. I like St. Juice. Jeff Okuda's here. Could try to turn his career around. Kevin King is here. Isaiah Oliver, Cam Dantzler. Emmanuel Mosley, Isaiah Rodgers, Darnay Holmes, the Giants. Let's do that. Let's pick up Darnay Holmes. See if he can give us some of the Giants playbook. Gonna overpay a little bit for him. And then free safety, Ashton Davis is there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go with Ashton Davis. Overpay for him a little bit. Ashton Davis and Darnay Holmes addressing the secondary needs. Let's go ahead and simulate, see if we can get them. as we get both. Darnay Holmes, former Giant, up out in the secondary to replace William Jackson, and then Ashton Davis to replace Bobby McCain, who did not want to return to us. He clearly said he wanted to play for a new team, so I wasn't going to offer him another one-year deal. As we get Ashton Davis, free safety, let's see what he did with the Jets last season. 4 picks coming off a career year. Great time to pick him up. And then who's the other guy? Darnay Holmes from the Giants. Stealing players from the New York teams. Star dev still. And, I mean, he was injured last season. So maybe, or he just didn't play that much. Had a big year in 2022. So maybe we took a little gamble investing in him. But only a 2-year deal. We could still address corner. And then looking at the draft, the mock, this is going to determine what we do. Because we kind of like use like a little cheat code where, you know, the draft goes by the mock, especially the final mock. So we know where to trade up to get what players we want. As I see it has changed a little bit. I don't see that receiver. Okay, so the Giants and the Eagles aren't taking them. So we might not have to trade up. Damn it. We still might have to jump the Chargers. But they have us taking Jose Baxter. Let's see how good he is. Ran a fool. Ooh. 4.31. B awareness, A ball cover, A carry, A kit return, A run block. Hold up here. Jose Baxter. We might be staying put, ladies and gentlemen. We might be staying put and take Jose Baxter. But looking at the other college players, we do need possibly a quarterback. Carson Wentz is regressing now when I think about it. Eli Baker in the second. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. Danny Martin. A-trucking, but doesn't look good. What about this round 1 guy that could possibly fall? Jude Carmichael. B's everywhere. Looks okay. We'll put him on the list. We do need a backup running back, though. There isn't a lot of running backs. F catching, but he runs a 4.29. He's a kick returner, but he can't catch. Benjamin Ogletree, he can't catch either, but he can carry, but he's slow. Don't like the running backs, man. Roosevelt Snow, he can catch. Great receiving back. Kenny Conley, he can catch. So, I mean, I just like this guy. Weak class for running backs. Receiver, I like Tucker, and I like Baxter. Those are the 2 guys we're looking at. Let's see. We could look at center because Roulier, we don't know if we're going to bring him back. So I actually like this guy right here, Jimmy Reese, in the second. Maybe Jason Lane in the third. A run block. Hell yeah, like him too. So a lot of depth at center. Don't need D-line. Don't need linebacker. We could still use a cornerback. There's a lot of first to second rounders. So we'll actually start with this guy right here. Damn, there's a lot of cornerbacks. Looking at Luke Levy. Just the zone that's not good, but he looks okay. He actually looks okay. Looking at Will Rivers. B catching. 4.37. Strong. He can tap. Ooh, I like him. I think we'll definitely be able to get a cornerback in the second round. Nate Hood, great kick returner. He looks okay. Put him on the list. Emmett Banks. All we know is D-zone. He actually does not look that good. We're not going to put him on the list. Kelvin Ness. B press. A block shedding. Yeah, I'll skip out on him. Kamani Amos, C-man, runs a 4.36, B tackling. Rashard Henry, C-press, C-man. He doesn't look that good. Quan Yankee, love the name. A hit power, C awareness, C tackling, D man though. Don't like him. Orlando Thomas. I think I actually like that second round corner. I think that's what I'm going to take. And then looking at free safety, even though we did bring in Ashton Davis, you could always bring in another safety. This guy looks okay. And we'll look at Quentin Irving, D-man, D-tackling. Does not look good. Looking at strong safety. Looks like there is none. Tommy Vance, C-hit power. Seems like we take a safety every single season. B tackling. A pursuit. He's a beast. Tony Weaver. So looks like we're just going to have to make a decision when it comes to receiver. We can get a center in the second round or a cornerback. We can get the cornerback, then center, then possibly strong safety. So I think I know everything that we want to target. We got Darnay Holmes. We got Ashton Davis in free agency to help out the secondary. We're going to pick up this fifth-year option for Jaylen Davis. Yes, sir. And let's get on to the draft. See who everybody signs. Possibly get kicked out because you know Madden's going to kick us out at some point. There it goes. Lose connection. So stupid. Waste of time. And looking at the final mock draft, just to see, is there a receiver? Yeah, number 2. As my dog is dreaming. Lucy, wake up. Let's see. We are projected to go. So they have us taking Baxter and, yeah, Tucker. So it just depends. If we want Tucker more, we trade up for him. But if we can get Baxter and he looks just as good, he's faster. He's a return guy, too. I think that would do better for us. Yeah, I like both of them, but maybe Baxter is better for us. We get a kick returner and a receiver, a slot receiver. So maybe that works out for us. Nobody signed Lamar Jackson. He's going to sign with like the Chiefs or the Bills in preseason because his game is broken. Looking at our signings was Ashton Davis and Darnay Holmes. And looking at the rest of the division, see if they made any moves. Giants did pick up Tyler Boyd. I don't see the Eagles. I don't see the Cowboys. Giants taking Lincoln Tomlinson. Giants also bringing back Sterling Shepard. So the G-Man making big moves in free agency. Let's go ahead to the draft and see how we can improve this team. We improved the defense in free agency, and I think with this first-round pick, we're going to improve
all right, now on the clock, the Texans.
Offense. Let's go to our pick, as I think Tucker might have been taken already at receiver, and he was. So we're going to go ahead with the mock, Jose Baxter. He looks good, out of Oregon. He's actually left-handed. We have a left-handed receiver. Let's go ahead and take him. Hidden dev. He's fast, just as fast as Curtis Samuel was. That's our Curtis Samuel replacement, plus he can return. I love the pick. And then with this second pick, we're going to look to address either corner or a backup center for Roulier, like his replacement. I remember Lane was also good. So we're actually going to look at cornerback. And I forgot the name of the guy. It might have been Rivers. Will Rivers. Was it him? He had the B catching, ran a 4.37. He was strong. B block shedding, B catching. Yeah, it was Will Rivers. I think we're going to take him over Nate Hood. Yeah, even though Nate Hood's a good returner. We're going to take, let's look at Luke Levy, though. Don't want to make a mistake. Yeah, we're going to take Will Rivers out of USC.
Now the
Normal
Packers are on
dev.
the clock. Who do they
It's
have their
okay.
eye on?
That's why we brought in Darnay Holmes. But now we are set at cornerback. And then with this third round pick, if that center is there, we're taking him. He'll be our Chase Roulier eventual replacement. If Roulier plays like shit again or retires, and he is gone. Damn it. Probably should have traded up in the third round. This guy's 8 injury. So it looks like we're not going to look at that. Look at quarterback. They all sucked. Running back. Ooh, Roosevelt Snow is still there. I think we take him. Let's take him. Roosevelt Snow.
Now it's the Packers.
We're desperate for a backup running back. He was on our list. Hopefully he's a high overall.
Okay, here we go.
I think he might be a bust, though. Could have did better with that third round pick. Some of these guys are falling. Looking at free safety, there's Quentin Irvin, double D's. We could use defensive tackle, like Def at defensive tackle. C finesse, D power, B pursuit, B play reg. He's actually not that bad. Let's take Landon Jackson.
The Packers are now on the clock.
And I need some depth on the O-line. Definitely need some depth on the O-line. So we're definitely going to go O-line with this next pick. Probably next couple of picks. So we'll look at this guard. B impact, C passing, F injury, D stamina. He looks okay. Just gets injured and tired all the damn time. C pass, C run. Just awareness. He doesn't look that bad. Sean Nelson. Let's look at Grayson Rainey. D run block. Don't like it. So these two guards, Nelson and Meadows. Then we'll look at, I think we looked at Kevin Goodwill already. Let's look at Earl DePofi. I don't know. I think I found a gem. Jarek McGee.
Next up, it's the Packers on the clock.
Don't have a 6th round pick. Didn't know that. And then we'll look at 7th round pick. Last pick. And we could actually double dip at receiver. We lost a couple of receivers. We lost Dax Milne too, now when I think about it. Let's see. B, ball carrier vision. B, catching. He just can't juke. Short route running. Brandon Thomas. Not the white boy that we wanted, but C, break tackle. B, catching. C, deep route running. No spin move, but we might have to take him. Thurman Jones. F, catching traffic. No, sir. Luke Cage is in the draft. C, awareness. B, injury. B, run block. Luke Cage is in the draft. Antonio James. F, release. So no for him. So I think we're going to take Brandon Thomas.
The Packers are now.
Oh my God. Didn't get the white boy I wanted. Took the other receiver instead. Hidden dev. And then look at this. In the 7th round, a 3rd to 4th round talent. Brandon Thomas.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Hidden dev. I think it's safe to go ahead and crown me right now. Draft King. What a 7th-round pick. We got 2 hidden dev
The Saints are on the
receivers.
clock now. What direction will they
First
go?
round pick, the very first pick for us, and the very last pick for us. More weapons for Carson Wentz. I love it. 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 Jose Baxter, you saw it, 74 overall, hidden dev, rookie out of Oregon. He is basically our Curtis Samuel replacement. Same speed almost, same acceleration. He can catch. He just has to work on his medium route running. But as you see with that 78 short route, he is our slot receiver. And then looking at our cornerback, 69 overall, not bad. Normal dev, but we got Darnay Holmes. Needs to work on his zone a little bit. Running back, I knew we were going to whiff right there. But what is he even? He's a elusive and receiving, short. Yeah, so we still need to address back our running back. Defensive tackle, we missed on that too. Guard was okay, but look at that, 66 overall in the 7th round. Brandon Thomas out of Boise State, hidden dev. Let's go. What a draft for us. And I just want to see where the big body receiver went. Just to see, look at that one, 78. Where was this? In the 4th round? I thought I did good in the 7th round, which we did, but look at this guy. Oh, he's normal dev, though, but still. What a pick for the Jaguars. Mark Tolbert, Cowboys hidden. But there's Tucker, 75 to the Chargers. And he was a hidden dev, physical. So could have went with either one, but we got one just as good sitting there with our pick. So I'm happy with it. I am happy with it. But once again, we made the playoffs, 9-8, second in the division. Did get bounced out in the first round. Did get kicked out again just now, but we did get bounced out in the first round by the 49ers. We brought in Ashton Davis, brought in Darnay Holmes in the secondary, and as you saw, we got a couple of receivers with our first pick and our last pick, both hidden dev. Can't wait to try to make it 3 for D. Hope y'all enjoy the draft tonight as I record the video. The NFL 2022 NFL draft will be coming on. I'm going to be tuned in, and hopefully I get most of my picks correct. But that'll wrap it up for part 3 until the next episode.